Hello there, it's another wonderful day. My name is Kemi, TONY-AKINWUNMI. Welcome to another episode on making marriage work. And today, as always, I have Mr. Kunle Emmanuel Adebayo with me. He'll be taking some of the questions we have from some of you, our online friends. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so just before I read the question, I would like to say that I really like your shirt.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Thank you. You look nice too.
All right, thank you very much. So this question says that, how do I manage with my husband who doesn't want to save from his earnings? He gives to people a lot and also spends recklessly without a plan for the future.
So every one of us, we grew up with different, views and opinions and ideologies about money. And a lot of things has influenced how we either work for money, save, invest, or give, and also squander it. So, but as we grow, it becomes important that we begin to look at those beliefs. We begin to look at those ideologies that we have been, that has become a part of us, that has become more like a culture. Because some of those beliefs or ideas may not really be helpful for the future. And that's one thing I think is happening to this young man.
Yeah, okay.
Because one good thing about him is that he likes to give. And so they've told us you can't give to penury, but as a matter of fact, you can actually give and be poor if you don't give wisely, if you don't give with a plan, if you don't give, with wisdom. So for someone like him, he may think, whatever I have, I can give, I can share, which is good. But then, now you are a family person and your wife is concerned about the future. So for you to be a giver, it means that you are earning. And earning is a way that God is blessing you to preserve for tomorrow. Because if you don't keep for tomorrow, tomorrow will come and you will have nothing. And some of those you have also given to may not be around to even show gratitude. So in essence, so she's asking, how do I manage someone like that? The first thing you need to do is to communicate that concern to him, which I want to believe she might have done, but then the man is not reasoning because that is an unconscious, programming that makes him feel, let me spend, maybe another will come. That's a belief. Let me spend, another will come. Or let me give, it's good to give. So you need to have that honest conversation with him to let him realize we have a life, you have a future, you have children, you are responsible for certain things. So someone like this needs to have a bigger picture. That's one of the ways you can help them to begin to, take into importance the future. They need to have something, that wows them. They need to have a reason for saving. So to say, okay, maybe the children, let's plan for their education, maybe outside the country, or a certain level, a certain standard of education, or even for you as a person, okay, let's even plan to travel, exposure, plan for your health, plan for having a property, and all of that. So maybe those are the kind of discussions the woman should begin to have. Maybe prior to now, she has been saying, you keep giving, you should save. And it's not connecting. So save for what? So let her sell a good picture to him. But if she has done that and the man is not reasoning with her to see the need to plan for the future, it's important that she begins to do that for herself and for her future. So if the man knows that my wife has a certain amount of money and he is willing to help her spend it, the wise thing for her to do is to keep. Usually it's not a good advice to say a woman should keep without a partner knowing. But because of the peculiarity of the situation and because she knows from her question, she's thinking about the future. So if you are the thinker, if you are the one that is concerned about the future and your partner at that point is not coming along with you on that direction, you need to begin to plan. So if she is making the money or can get some money out of the man, she needs to begin to, plan for the futures of the children, plan to get a house, do some projects, invest the money, do something that can yield, and be able to, they can fall back in the days of, uncertainty. So she needs to take the bull by the horn. But then, whatever she does, let her be for the interest of herself, the children, including the man. Then for the future is safer, because if anything happens in the future, it won't be as if you kept, you had investment for yourself. you kept for a selfish reason. No, the intention must be right. The intention must still be for the family, not just yourself. And then hopefully as the man begins to see that you are making progress with your savings, with your investment, with your plan for the future, with your goals, you know, financial literacy is also increasing. Hopefully, it's an hope that he may begin to, you know, change his level of thinking.
So you're saying that she should set the standard.
Yes.
She should start doing that so that the man can see what she's doing and start doing the same.
Come along at some point, yes. While she also continues talking to him, communicating with him and selling a picture that he can see and want to be a part of. Because if you tell him to save, it's not enough. Because if he has an unconscious, you know, programming of, why do I need to save? I've had people say, you know, why do I need to save?
Money is not even enough.
Money is not enough. Why do I save? Why do I plan? Let me give, let me squander, let me spend, you know. And we'll keep making money. And that's not the truth, because the older you get, the lower your capacity to earn, right? Depending on the investment you have, but physically, you wouldn't have the same energy to run around, to do, you know, to work as much as you can by the time you are 60 or 70. So we all need to plan for the future, hoping that God gives us life, and then when we get to that time, we have done well, we have invested, we have put our, you know, money into something that can yield for us as the year go by. So I think that would help.
That works. Okay. So basically now, if you could just say, maybe like, just mention like 2 or 3 things that could happen. You know, some guys, you know, some people are watching us right now. So, so if you could just mention 2 or 3 things that could happen to a man that does not save, maybe that could make somebody say,
right. You know, that's the fear strategy. You put the fear in the person to say that, see, if you don't save, the time is coming in your life, nobody is going to give to you. If you don't save, sometimes, you know, nobody plans for uncertainty. This is 2020. Majority of people never plan that this year will be the way it is. And, you know, at the middle of the year, when the pandemic started, those who had savings were the ones many people could fall on. They could call a friend, call a brother, call a auntie, and those who gave to you was because they had savings. Right? So if you don't have savings and then you are not planning to, and you don't have people that are, so just imagine those you called also didn't have any savings anyway. So planning helps us for uncertain times. And uncertain times means nobody wants uncertainty. Nobody wants, you know, to be in a situation where they can't even figure out how to manage, right? So one of the things that could happen to a man who doesn't save is that at some point that man will lose respect. He will lose respect and honor because you are not able to meet up your responsibilities as a man, as a father, because from the question, he's a man, he's a father, and we are hoping that he's also responsible to his parents. He has siblings, he has in-laws. So by the time they expect certain level of, you know, financial responsibility from you, and you can't deliver, they may even, you know, waive it at some point. But then if it continues, you are going to lose honor, you are going to lose respect. A man who doesn't save doesn't have a future, pretty much. Because you will not always have work to do. That's true. Because energy will reduce. Your age you are growing. So if you don't have investment now, if you don't have anything you are putting the resources you have now that can keep generating for you, a time will come you will not have. A time will come in old age, and sometimes
you no strength again to do stuff.
No strength, no investment, no money, no friends, no capacity, not all the people you are probably giving to out of goodwill. How many of them will remember you? You know.
Sad.
So it's important that looking ahead, planning for the future is critical. Everyone has to plan. We have to save.
All right, thank you very much. I think this also answers my question today.
All right.
So yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so
we can change the African society by impacting the African family one at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.